Welcome everyone to another Reboots video about configuring ABB CP1616 PROFINET network. So a quick summary, we'll be creating the TIA portal project with the devices and then uploading that into the CP1616. After that, we create the unit type and units in ABB and then we program the signals. So let's start with adding the PC system and then the CP1616. To do that, we go into PC Systems, General PC, PC Station, and we double click on PC Station. Then in my case, the device, it's Vago 750 377 PROFINET. And then the most important thing is the firmware, so you have to take into account when you add it with the GSD. Now to add the CP1616, we double click on the PC system and go into communication modules, PROFINET, Ethernet, and look for the CP1616. There you will see different types. Add the one that you have. For me, it's the one ending in 01. That's the usual that comes with IRC5 ABB. Two of the most important things are the name and the IP address. The name has to be the one that you assign in the project to the device and has to be the same one as the device. Here I will assign the IP address in my network and then the name in the PROFINET network. You can see right now the project assigned 192.168.5.15. The last few numbers, we can exchange them to put them in the same network we have. Right now, for example, 125, and then the device will be number 20. In case of the device, we will put, for example, another ending number, which in our case will be 10, as you can see on the left side. Although right now, when we configure it, I will input the wrong IP address and we'll put the same one as the CP1616, which is 20, but that's wrong. Later on, I realized the mistake and then corrected to the IP address 10. So same thing as before, change the IP address. Nothing to do with the router, so no routing. And then the name, as you can see on the left side again, we can see the accessible devices, and the name is Vago_IO, not .io. So we change that, and now we make the link between the PC system, which will act as a PLC, with the device. Now we have the PROFINET network. I forgot to add the inputs and outputs in this video, but the Vago already has the inputs and outputs modules assigned to the memory addresses. And here is how it's connected everything. The Vago device is connected to the CP1616 and it's with a power supply of 24 volts. And from the CP1616, we connect our PC, which are connected with the TIA portal on the first port. Right now we will swap the cable because I'm connected to the PC through RobotStudio, and what we need is to upload the project into the CP1616. Here we will backtrack a bit and select our adapter to see the accessible devices and exchange the IP address and name. But to do so, sometimes the CP1616 in the ABB, they don't let you unless it's the project is stopped. My trick to do this is xstart. So it goes into the bootloader. So the PC is actually power on, but their system is power off. In that way, the CP1616 is not working, but then you can actually access it because it's powered, and then you can exchange the project. As you can see, if you go into online and diagnostics and then functions, you can change the IP address. We will double check that it's the same IP address we assign in the project. As you can see, it's correct. 192, 168, 125, and 20. That's the CP1616, the PROFINET network from Siemens. You can put anything you want on the last digit. That will be the device IP address. And then the mask, it all depends on how you want to separate the network into sub-networks. The most common one is 255, 255, 255, because that way the network is the third number, and the last one is always the device number. And now we can check the same with the Vago IO. Now I will change the name. Always take into account after assigning the function that in the general information you see that the parameters have been transferred correctly. So that means that the IP address has actually changed the IP or name. Because sometimes you can have an error, like now I cannot change the name of the device, and that's when I actually turn off the computer and boot into the bootloader in ABB. So it actually led me to assign a new name, because if not, it would be locked. Most of these devices, it's very important to double check the firmware, because even if you have the same device, sometimes it cannot connect because of the firmware. In case of the CP1616, we have verified that different firmwares actually work with each other. So even if you have an old CP1616, like the 00 and then in 00, you can put the firmware 2.4, even though it asks you to put 2.1. And now we will reboot the ABB, and the boost failure LED should stay on green, and the device should also have connected with the controller. Last part, it's to map all the inputs and outputs we assign in the TIA portal, which are 8 inputs and 8 outputs. So this is the last steps on the ABB. The first thing to do is go into control panel, and inside control panel, you go to configuration. In configuration, you need to create a bus. That's the PROFINET bus. Here you can see PROFINET 1. The connector ID has to be first port, remember that. And then we create a unit. The unit has to be the Vago, in my case. And you can see the type of bus, which will be PROFINET. And then we create a type unit, which is of type Vago, and it's connected to the bus PROFINET. Then the address that was assigned in the project was 1. That's due to the fact that TIA portal adds devices with address 0 first, which is a CP1616, and the Vago will be number 1, and then consequently the next devices will be 2, 3, and 4, and so on. Thank you for watching this tutorial. If you like, please like and subscribe and share with your colleagues if you find this useful, and see you in the next video.